Oh, wait, where's my webcam? There's my webcam. All right. So I still have the chat muted, which is good, so you can't hear what they're talking about. Hello, everyone. And, ooh, my lighting is really good today. Look at me. I'm glowing. Welcome to the 7th session of our Call of Cthulhu campaign, the Crawl of Chaos. Thank you to anybody that watches at the late time. We had to reschedule a bit this week. I want to mess around with the schedule for streaming a bit. Yesterday, we had a stream with Alan Sanchez Capers from the All Seeing Eye Gaming, which was formerly Panopticon Gaming. It was a really good chat. We had some good discussion about RPG stuff. It was a lot of fun. And if you guys like listening to two nerds talk about RPGs for an hour, we talked about writing, we talked about different systems than D&D, we talked about a whole bunch of different things related to running the game. So if you're a DM and you're looking for inspiration for any game system out there, I think you should go check out that chat. On the channel coming up this week, we're going to try to film another Mythos Battle Report, but I filmed and edited an entire solo Zona Alpha campaign, which, you know, I rolled like garbage the whole time, so you get to see my minis get blown off the table by random shit that shows up. It was really fun.
Just like D&D.
Just like D&D. This Friday we are playing Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frost Maiden. We are finishing the Dwerger Mega Dungeon before heading into the last part of the campaign in the Ragged Glacier, where I have made some modifications, and I have a video coming out on what those modifications are. So everybody that I'm DMing for, don't watch it. And everybody else, go watch it, because they're pretty cool. Other than that, we have no more announcements for tonight. So let's go ahead and see what the chaos has to hold.
Eli's having a premonition.
We're all going to die.
Eli's having... Why is it lagging on my webcam loading? Anyway, so...
I don't know. Why is it lagging, Jake?
I don't know. Why is it lagging, Cody?
I don't know. Why is it lagging?
So, last we met, after a showdown... Am I not allowed to play music tonight? Oh, that's super lame. Okay, well, for some reason it's not letting me play music. Fine. After a showdown with the cult of the Bloody Tongue, the servants of Narlanthotep in New York City, you ventured back to the hospital with a grievously wounded Dimitri. After sending him to the medical care that he required, you...
I feel like this is every session.
Grievously wounded Dimitri.
It's going to be this
Grievously
session.
wounded Dimitri. It's going to be
It's
definitely
going to be
Don't
this
worry.
session.
Don't worry about it. You'll die this time.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you, Nate, for the words of encouragement. So, after returning to the hospital with a grievously wounded Dimitri, I'll just say it one more time for effect, you got him the medical attention he needed before pursuing the notes that were found on the corpse of Seth Marcus by your new companion, Mo, who is a different individual than Seth, as I have been informed multiple times by the party. Following the trail back to his apartment, back to the numbers on the letter that you found leading to an apartment in New York City, you found that this place actually belonged to somebody that you know, the long-missing Katie Holmes. Looking around, you found that John's conspiracy theory about Katie was actually correct. While she didn't have a big pinned-up billboard with red strings drawn across it, she had binders of information on eldritch deities stashed underneath her desk.
A lot of them.
Like a lot of them. Now, you couldn't
Like
quite carry
too
all of them
many.
out because you were there posing as potential renters for the place.
Yeah, no, we were cool.
Not really. But you did manage to take out a few of the relevant ones, and you found interesting information. After you
Actually,
found...
weren't we the opposite of cool?
After
Okay.
you found the photo of Dimitri's evidently still alive brother, you discovered that people after the World War that were thought dead were turning up still alive, usually related to areas around lakes or water sources of some kind. Could be fishing towns, anything like that. After taking some time to recuperate and think about this, you decided to follow the next clue that was found on the body of Seth Marcus and travel across the seas to England to learn about the Royal London Mental Institution. While you were looking around there in a not-so-smooth rapport, you discovered that it seemed like there was something unusual going on in a basement that did not exist. After finding clues that Katie might still be here, you decided that this was time to break into the mental asylum. So you were staying across town, currently at a hotel. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Alright, boys.
Well, we could just jump to the end, and I could just go with violently stab about half the town.
Not there yet.
Hospital.
Not there yet. Not there yet.
Oh,
Exactly,
can you just
that's why I
recap
said
on what
skip
our
to the
plan
end.
was? 'Cause it's been a while.
Can you what?
Quickly recap on what our plan was. Like, what did we say we were going to do?
we don't have a
We
plan
were
yet.
gonna sneak in, and we were going to get in the basement.
Yep.
Okay, so we didn't make a plan.
If we keep it very simple, it can't fall apart.
All right, I'm going to go at everyone. I want to say, what do we think our plan should be?
We're
Well,
gonna get in, we're gonna find Katie, and we're gonna get out.
Okay, but like,
we mentioned going in the
should we
back.
have more
I
plan,
think
or just we
that's
go in
most likely
do
the
we
best
just start
plan.
shooting people? Like, what's happening?
No, we're not gonna shoot people. Let's just make that very clear right now. The cleaner we are, the less attention we'll get. And remember, we're out of town right now. Dealing with all them bobbies ain't gonna be good for us.
Okay, so who here can actually sneak past all the guards?
I can.
Not me.
So Mo, it's basically just going to be you then. I mean, we can't do much if we can't, actually fight them at all.
Solo session for Mo?
As much as I would appreciate that, it's not what we're gonna do.
We just have to
regardless.
quietly take him out.
Yes. If I can just knock them over the head once or twice, then hopefully we'll get done and out. Or if there's a thing on the outside that will let us get in, all the better. Nonetheless, we're in and out.
Okay,
No guns unless
I'm
we're
not very
absolutely
good
sure.
with like taking someone down with my hands. I'm more of a gun type of guy.
I understand that. So use the gun and pistol whip him or something.
It doesn't work
I
like
don't
that.
think that's a term that's invented yet, but I'll invent it here.
Yeah, it is. It was around since
Oh,
Cowboys.
cool.
Cowboys used to pistol whip people.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm Southern. I know that. I knew that.
You're smart.
Okay, so basically we're going to run around and just beat up guards.
No.
We're going to beat up a few guards and get to a vent where we're going to sneak in.
Yes.
This sounds like a terrible plan, but we don't have much of a choice here.
Hey, like the man said, if it's simple, it can't go wrong because there's nothing in it that can go wrong.
I think this is going to go wrong, but let's just do it anyway.
Our plans have never gone wrong.
I have gotten shot probably a dozen times so far.
But the
Yeah, and
plan
you're
still
alive.
succeeded.
Yeah. As long as the plan succeeds, I don't.
I'm gonna show
Yeah,
them my
well-
chest. Does this look like someone that succeeded?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're standing here.
Yeah, you wouldn't be standing here if we failed.
I'm
Mo
basically
was
like
right.
I imagine I'm basically just like a targeting board. Like imagine like the targeting board, and that's the amount of bullet holes I have in me.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I guess
Leave.
just going to the place.
We're gonna head
Walking
back,
to the asylum.
and we're gonna look into the back entrance.
Okay, just to clarify, the asylum is currently closed.
Yeah.
Understood?
Okay, so you're gonna
Which
walk.
is ideal.
We know.
There'll be less people there.
You're gonna walk behind the asylum. You're gonna try to get behind it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
So-
is it a? Remind me, is it a walled-in area or was
So
there,
the
like,
sides
a
are gated.
gated?
There's
So we
metal
still have-
gates. They're about 12 feet high, and they have barbed wire at the top of them, wrapped around this in initial area, like out front. And then it kind of leads back. The sides are like blocked off, so patients can't get out. But if you can get, you would have to like go over and across the top of it, and you can get to the back where there's a loading dock.
Is there like a
you
gate
have
to
that
the
big old
thing at some
sword, right?
point? Yeah.
You got that sword for no reason? I mean, you think it's good enough to pry open a spot for us to crawl under?
I don't know, maybe.
It's worth a shot no matter what. It's better than me crawling over it.
Is
Which I
there
can
not
do,
like
but
a
it's still
gate to
gonna
the
hurt.
loading dock somewhere?
There is a gate to, so the front areas where the barbed wire is. There is a gate for trucks to pass through.
Okay, so is that at the back by the loading docks, or is that at the front? And they have to drive all the way around
That's
the barbed
that's
area.
at that's at the front, and then they drive through. There's kind of like a checkpoint section that's currently closed, and then they can get to the
Ooh.
loading docks in the back.
Huh.
Huh.
Do you think? Do I think I could use one of like my knife or broadsword to cut the fence?
You think there's a decent chance of that working?
Your broadsword.
Okay.
Just get the broadsword and
Especially-
start whacking the fence.
Like, given if you wanted to specifically target the lock, given your history and given your knowledge of how locks work, it wouldn't be that difficult to
Isn't
dismantle.
lockpicking a skill?
Yes,
Yes,
locksmith,
locksmith
is a skill.
I am very good at that.
I am also pretty okay at it.
So this is gonna be easy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just try and pick the lock, I guess?
You have a skeleton key, remember?
Oh, yeah. Put key in lock.
Okay, so you're heading back to the asylum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
that's-
Gotcha. Sorry, I
Yes.
thought you were still at the hotel. That's my bad.
No, because we were there in the asylum before, and then we just said let's leave and come back. So now here we are.
We wanted to make a better plan, but then we did not make a better plan and are just going in by the seat of our pants.
I mean, that seems about right for this group. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Planning for the week.
We're not planning on being seen.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not like our fault. Whenever we make a plan, it just goes bad, and then it's like, why do we even try?
okay.
As
So,
long as we're not shooting nobody.
you head back across
is a plan.
the quiet nighttime streets of London, certainly much less busy than New York is at this time, back to the Royal London Mental Institution. And upon approach, so you're going over, so there's like a left area and a right area. Which one would you like to go through?
Flipping a coin.
Which way
Odds-
looks less guarded?
Odds are left. We are going to the right. I got a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I see
there-
any guards?
Make a. It's not spot. It's fine. Sure. You see, so there are guards on the upper floors. Like there's 2 guards on the roof of the place
Oh.
while approaching it. And you see movement inside, but there's no guards on the street level.
Okay.
So like they're not like actively. They seem to be more be there in case they are armed with rifles. They seem to more be there in case like a dangerous prisoner escapes, and something needs to be done about it from the roof. But they're not like they seem to be distracted right now. They're not actively
How many of
walking
them
down
are
the
there?
street. 2 on the roof.
Okay.
Heading over to the right-hand lock, Mo, first, could I have you make a stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance we just get spotted here, and we're like, okay, let's just leave.
Let me just grab my stats. Stealth is alright. Stealth is great. So, alright. So, R 1d100 and bop.
Oh.
Of course. Of course.
Would you like to push this roll?
I would love
Mission failed. Mission failed.
There's no way this happens twice. Yeah, no, there's no way this happens twice.
Okay, so Mo first.
So I'm going to realize that there's like
Yeah.
a little bit of like I stood a little too close to the light, so I'm just gonna slink deeper into whatever shadow is there.
Yeah, one of the guard, like, seeing you, like, enter into one of the streetlights a little bit, like, kind of leans over just a touch, but as you slink back into the shadows, like, he doesn't seem to pay it much mind. And he kind of steps back further up on the roof, outside of line of sight of the street.
Perfect. All right. So now, I suppose if we're gonna unlock something for guaranteed success, I would get the skeleton key from John.
Me.
Yeah.
Key boy.
Yeah.
So
You
as
wrestled the key.
So as you touch it to this kind of metal, given your understandings of electronics and science, you watch as you go to put this key in it, it gets cold in your hand, and it doesn't transform shapes as it makes contact with the metal of this lock.
Okay. Skeleton key does not wish to work today, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Breaks lock.
64 is a pass.
Okay, so this lock doesn't seem to be the best made lock in the world because it's just an outside perimeter lock. And
Right.
as it clicks into place, silently, you ease the gate open and you're able to pass into like this. So this is like a 30-foot long section, big enough for a truck to pass through. That gets you from the front of the asylum to the back of it.
So I'm gonna make sure that the door closes again, so it looks like no one
Yeah,
was here.
I'm gonna double check. Does it look like any of the guards up top or any that we can see right now?
Oh, with that stealth roll, they don't seem to be actively looking for you. There are guards, so like where you are right now, you're kind of like looking over at the window that's right above you. This seems to be the back area. There are lights coming from inside, and there do seem to be some people on one of the rooms in this side. Not a patient room, like an administration room.
Gotcha. Understood from my end. So I'm going to slink up, just make sure that I'm nice and quiet about it. Double check, and I'll wave the other two in.
I'll, creep closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mo's done a good job of setting this spot up for you, so you're able to get in with no issues and get into a decent enough position. All right.
People just started doing content about it today, but I can't help but equate this to Little Nightmares for some reason. I'm sorry.
What is Little Nightmares?
It's like a horror game when you're playing as like a kid, and a whole bunch of big things try to kill you,
Oh,
and you have
nice.
to like sneak
Yeah.
around.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I might get it.
Okay.
Is it on Switch?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So,
Or at least second 2 is, but it will be soon. Okay, let's stop.
Nice.
Sorry.
it's
I
fine.
didn't mean to go off
I'm
topic that
yawning.
long.
That's cool. You can talk while I yawn. So, as you slink across this outside area, you now come to the back gate. Looking over here, you can see some crates, which have been loaded up. They haven't been loaded into the asylum. There is a parked truck back here, which seems like it might be making an outgoing trip tomorrow. Yeah, there is. This gate is also locked. If you would like to first try to make a stealth check and then try to unlock it.
Alright, I will try to make a stealth check.
Hey!
Big success. That's a big success. And I will try the skeleton key just because. So cold.
Still cold to the touch.
Alright, lockpick. I would like to push this.
Okay.
Our party's very simple. Mo's the utility
Pass.
character who goes forward and does stuff. I'm the primary backup. If Mo like makes a whoopsie and gets spotted, I try and stab something before they can shout.
I mean,
And
we're
then
I
all-
just
Dimitri's
start-
the
I'm
final
really-
backup.
Next time I make a character, it's not going to be a gun character, because gun characters are like useless.
I mean, I'm technically a gun character. It's just I also have everything else.
So this
Well,
lock,
I can stealth. I can pick locks.
this lock is a bit harder to get off, but you do still manage to do so. And you ease the gate open to the back of the asylum. There are two guards now. As you kind of peek around the corner, there are two guards guarding a back door over here.
Do I
Alright.
see this as well, or is it just him?
Mo's the only one looking right now.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm giving him a chance
Nice.
before you all run around the corner and get gunned down.
thank you. Alright. I
I'm not
see
that
this.
much of a fool. Yet.
I assume there's like a decent bit of light here, so there's no like skulking I can do.
You could do a bit of skulking if you rolled very well.
Okay.
The light is sporadic here, so there's like, it's kind of like if you picture one of the scenes over the loading dock where it's like bright light in one focused area, but then there's like a patch of darkness, and that's the way it goes up and down this area.
Okay. So, as such, I think I'm going to do this. Alright. I would like to... Okay, let's think here. Okay. I'm going to keep close to the wall and kind of just go outside of what I assume to be their point of view and attempt to get up as close as I can without being either in light or in view.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
This is gonna need to be a hard success here.
Oh no.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mo. I liked you.
Just
know.
I
asking
really
for
did.
Mo. How armed do they look?
They're both carrying shotguns.
Goodbye, Mo.
Well, if they do it first, then we can do that. Let's see here. Alright, alright.
In this game, you just get shot once by a shotgun and you're like instant dead.
That is a pass, but it's not hard.
Would you like to either spend luck or push it?
I don't have that much luck, unfortunately.
Well, what bad
Or
thing
does
happens
it
if you
refresh?
push
Like,
the
when would
roll
luck
and it
refresh?
I gave you
did
guys
have-
some luck back. Your luck number should be up to date.
Oh, how much did you give us back,
Sweet.
by the way?
Your luck should be
I
up
would
to
need to
date,
spend
Cody.
more than I would need to spend more than that, so I guess I will push this.
Okay.
Mo, no.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay, just to make sure I
So
understand.
as the situation's kind of happening, as you step out, your foot goes over a dry branch and you hear it snap underneath. You get the feeling that, like, if you step forward at all, they will definitely turn around and who knows what these guys might do. Or you could go back and let this go. But you can see visibly, like, even like the split second you're making this decision, you've set them on edge.
Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna focus on pushing this roll. Like, that's not a chance I'm gonna take right now. I'm gonna just take a step back.
Okay, so
Take a step back and reassess the situation.
So as you start walking backwards, you hear one of the guards say to the other one, "Do you hear something?" "Nah, maybe." "All right. Do a sweep around the perimeter. Go check it out."
Alright. I'm gonna go back to the... I'm gonna take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna see if I can find a place where it would be easier to, like, around some sort of corner.
Okay, so now as you're
Like-
doing this, you do see, like, the guard that was on the right-hand side. He begins drifting over in your direction.
Yes, I would like to be somewhere either around a corner or just somewhere where I could, like, be hidden for a moment.
Are you going back the way you came?
I'm going to attempt to
Okay, you can back up the way you came.
stay, like, yeah, I'm gonna go back the way I came just a little bit, though, and if it looks like he's coming my way, get myself in a position to, like, ambush him.
Okay, he is headed back the way that Dimitri and John are, and that you're headed right now, too. You get there, like, a moment before he starts turning the corner. What would you like to do?
I would like to take my combat knife and try to hit him over the head, hopefully knocking him unconscious.
Okay, so as he turns
Do
the
we hear
corner,
this?
well, you just see Mo slink back around the corner, like kind of get in a defensive stance, and then immediately go and make an attack with his knife as this figure kind of turns the corner towards you guys.
And I would like to, like, bring him closer to the other two.
Sure.
Like-
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sweet.
you're going to kind of pull him in. Go ahead and make a
Mhm.
fighting brawl check.
Okay, that's
And
75.
Hand over mouth.
He can't
Yeah,
dodge.
good.
Round neck.
He can't
Pull
dodge.
back.
He can't dodge because he's surprised.
Yep. I do hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Okay.
Plus your damage
Like,
bonus.
this is a... I do not have a damage bonus, but this is more like a combat knife that an army person would have. Does that...
Okay,
make it better at
go
all?
ahead and roll a d6.
Okay, I appreciate that. Like,
If it's a
that's-
machete, go ahead and roll a d6.
It's a little bit, like, flavor-wise, it's a little bit smaller.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
Ooh.
1.
No, so as you hit him, he looks kind of surprised at first, then he just kind of like staggers forward towards John and Dimitri. He's still surprised. So would you two like to do anything?
John, it's time to
Yes.
start a
Can I-
crusade.
Can I run up and hit him with my broadsword?
Go for it.
Oh.
Please say the flat of your broadsword.
I miss.
So he ducks
Oh,
out of the
no.
way now. He kind of like rolls across the ground as John swings his broadsword at him. Dimitri, would you like to do anything?
Well,
Please don't
I
shoot.
can't get him at this point. So can I try to like put my hand over his mouth?
It's still going to be a fighting brawl check. It'll just be a maneuver.
Right, but I mean I can't kill him with one swipe. So
Right. No, so I'm saying this will be a maneuver.
Instead of going for damage, you're trying to do something.
yeah,
I mean, that's
Wow.
what I was doing before.
that's a hard pass.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a critic. It's a third.
A third doesn't do anything.
Oh, Lamau.
It's
Okay.
it's
It's a
fifth. It's a half,
half
a
and
fifth.
It's a fifth.
It's a
Wait, no,
fifth,
it's
there we go.
not. It's not.
It's
not
a fifth of mine.
So as he turns the corner, as you see him duck out of the way, Dimitri, you kind of grab him and pull him in, and you start putting him in like a sleeper hold, and you put your
Yeah,
hand
but-
over his mouth.
I would like to put him like in between in between John and Mo, so that like they can just start wailing on him.
Okay.
And I'd like to kick him in the gut just to make sure he's out of breath, so he can't scream.
Okay. Well, you can do that on your turn.
Okay.
So what is everybody's dexterity again?
Mine is
80.
58.
Okay. What is yours, Mo?
80.
80.
Oh God, we have two
So,
dex characters.
Dimitri
Dex,
and Mo, what would you two like to do?
Kick him in the gut to make sure he's out of breath.
Okay, go ahead and make a fighting brawl check.
Can I try to make it
Support guard.
easier for Mo to hit him, or is it for my turn, or no?
We're set. That's half.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
feel so bad for this.
Sure,
Poor
so you
guard.
kick him and you do deliver that, and go ahead and roll a d2. Which you can do. I actually have a d2 coin. It's just a coin, but it came with a pretty dice
Just
set.
says 1 and 2.
Yep. One. Okay, so he takes another point of damage as you knee him in the chest, in the gut. Dimitri, what would you like to do?
He's not down yet.
No.
He's taking
No,
2
he's only
damage.
taking 2 damage.
I would like to. So is my hand already over him? Like,
Yeah.
you have to make another check to do that, or no?
You can just spend your turn and try to restrain him some more.
Yeah, I will gladly just spend my turn and just keep him there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a fighting brawl check.
Oh God, I just got lucky that time. Now things go bad. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. You want to push that, or can you not push combat?
You cannot push combat.
Okay.
Otherwise, people would always just push combat rolls.
Yeah.
So as you're both kind of like locked there, Dimitri, he also like he's trying to get 3, and he gets about halfway out, and next turn he'll definitely get away from you if this keeps up, because he also rolled really bad. So, John, what would you like to do?
I would like to strike him with the flat of my broadsword.
Go
Oh,
for it.
good. You said flat. I imagine you just
Just-
getting out the broadsword and just started.
I miss again.
John, no.
Actually, well, no, technically he is restrained, so you can roll with advantage.
Sweet. That's a hit.
Okay, go cool. It's
Darn.
yeah,
so
it's
close
not
to
1/5.
half. Actually, I'll spend 1 luck
Well,
to make it half.
Half won't do anything. It's a 5th that does something in combat.
Okay.
We're all sitting here because I keep getting it wrong, and then everyone else is like, "Oh, half means something," and you're like,
no, half
you're
does
right."
mean something
Well, it
outside of
does.
combat.
It's just not in combat.
In,
Do I get to roll for damage?
you do get to roll for damage, yeah. No, in combat, if you roll a 5th, it deals max damage.
9 damage.
So you spin around your broadsword and you bring it into the side of his head, and as the pommel makes contact with his temple, he goes limp in Dimitri's arms.
There we go. 1 hit is all it takes.
All right. Set him down. Next
I'd like to
target.
put him like behind a bush, like in Hitman.
Okay, there's not really too many bushes over here, but you kind of tuck him off to the side.
Yeah.
Toss him in a chest freezer.
And I'm going to I'm gonna
Okay,
take
Mo.
whatever security overcoat he has along with his hat.
Okay.
Ooh.
So at least your silhouette looks vaguely guard-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'm sure I'm a little bit more portly than he is.
A little bit, yeah. For sure. You probably can't pass yourself off to the guard he was just talking to.
Right.
Okay, Mo.
Well,
Why
murder
don't
is
we
a
try
simple
the
way to
rock
solve
again?
that problem.
All right.
It doesn't make any noise. We might as well test it on a person.
All right. I'm going to. Oh boy. For some reason, I can hear the music from wherever it's coming from, and oh wait, it's the Foundry that's doing this. I don't have it muted. Okay, that's better. Now I can
Freaky.
concentrate. Holy crow! Like I was actually starting to feel something there. You have me on edge. I'll be honest. Okay.
Okay, good.
So
It's Call of Cthulhu. Not supposed to be relaxed.
yeah, you're right. All right. So
Well, I say we keep going.
correct, and I'm gonna put the hat down over my face a little bit. Get ready.
Oh, just to
I'll
explain,
do
I
this
was just
twice.
watching Mo change with full eye contact.
It's a jacket and a hat. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Unless
That's
they're
lame.
Putting on the
wearing
full
like a
outfit.
suit, unless they're
Yeah,
wearing like
put
a
on the full outfit.
big suit
Doing
or
it.
something. Like
Do it.
No, it's just like a
it-
normal like white shirt and like
Yeah.
overalls, and then they all have kind of like matching jackets, and
Yeah,
they
I
have
pretty much
he
just
has
take the
he has the
jacket.
shotgun
I'm not
in addition
skipping
to
a
a
band.
pistol on his waist.
I'll take both.
Okay, this is a,
Yeah,
this is a long arm shotgun, so it's the 4d6, and you can't shoot this one in close combat.
a free shotgun is always nice, though.
46
Alright.
is a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice.
I'm
Okay.
taking it.
Okay,
Mo, try the rock.
And whatever ammo comes with it.
I'll be honest. I'd rather do that I'd rather do that as a Hail Mary. It hasn't done nothing yet, and if it does some sort of laser beam, I'm not for that.
it's a nuke. Just
We've just been like nuking randomly across the ocean.
It hasn't worked yet, but I'm getting there. It's well, I don't think it's me. That's regardless.
Yeah.
All right, just be ready. Again, less we kill here, the better.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna turn the corner just so like half of my upper body is hanging out, and I'm gonna give a shrill whistle and try to wave the guy over.
okay. Make a deception check.
Can I make you do a fast talk?
You're not talking.
Darn. All right, what's the base on that?
Actually, wait. Which ones? Hang on. I might be getting my systems
There is
confused.
not deception.
Sorry.
There is only fast talk. Our options are like fast talk,
Yeah. Sorry.
persuade,
I forgot to pull up the character sheet.
psychoanalysis. That's about all we have. For
Yeah, I'll allow fast talk here.
hockey things.
Thank you. This is 50-50, boys.
Charm.
I would like to push this.
Oh no. It's gonna turn out you can't whistle or something.
It's a good idea, actually, Dan. Thank you.
No, I keep giving the DM ID.
Oh, what? No, that's wrong.
You rolled 1d0. I rolled a 0.
I just
That's
love how
right.
on edge I have Nate right now.
You have bamboozled this man.
I do not have 10 luck points.
Darn.
Yeah.
Can I donate some luck points to a man in need?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, that is not the way that works at all.
Darn.
Okay, so as you whistle, the guard's like, he looks around and he doubles, like he looks over at you for a moment, but then he doubles back into the doorway behind him.
Oh no. Mission failed.
Do I see this?
Yep.
What is everyone else doing?
I was told
What is
to wait
everyone
here with
else
a
doing?
broadsword.
Shit. Piece of crap. Alright.
Oh God.
That's
I
not
see we
great.
go after him right now. He's going to
Is it
like
time for
the Hail
startle
Mary?
everyone.
I say this is, if we're in the need of a Hail Mary, I say we do it now. Worst case scenario, they all die.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Worst case scenario, mask.
I'm going
cast, you
to
don't have
get
to
around the
worry.
Wait. This person has a shotgun. He would be
He's
waiting for us to
still
go around
running
the
right
corner.
now, so like he's doubling
Shoot
back
him?
into the doorway. It's up to you. Gunshots are loud.
Do it, Hail Mary.
What do
Not
we
you,
say?
Mo.
We don't.
All right, Mo,
train
roll a
enough.
d6.
I mean,
Come on, Mo. Hail Mary. What have we got
Yeah.
to lose?
I
Other than my
I am
sanity.
bamboozled right
it's
now. I
just
don't know
we're
what to
hoping
do.
that it doesn't make noise. But I've rolled a 6 twice on this. Let's see
Wait,
if it
Jake, are
happens.
there any outside noises?
Not right now. It's pretty quiet.
Darn.
Alright.
Rolled a 3 that time.
We got a 3.
Ah, so as you roll the 3, go ahead and make an electrical engineering check.
The fuck?
That certainly passes.
Okay.
Let me double check. For some reason, yeah, that definitely passes.
So you look at the thing as you watch the coils around the outside of it pulse in your hand with electrical energy as a beam of it fires out and hits this guy in the back, and you just watch him begin to convulse before
What?
he can turn the corner, and he's just lying on his back on the ground, just twitching. Like blank eyes just looking up at the sky.
Did
I'm
it
gonna
make a loud
run
noise?
over and
Nope.
drag him away.
It was
from
completely
anyone's sight.
silent.
I want to make sure he's not in anyone's sight.
Okay.
Just go around the corner.
No, I want you to know I really do hate that thing, okay? And we should still be getting rid of it.
I'm not getting
But
rid
just
of
look
this
at what it
now.
did to that
This
guard.
is a long taser.
God.
Like he's still breathing, but he's just looking up at the sky, twitching with like a blank look over his eyes.
Can I try to like help him?
We drag him back to the other guy.
Okay.
and
Can I
make him a-
make like a medicine check?
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
Isn't medicine like 10 though?
Yeah, I think base medicine's 10.
I failed. No, I upgraded my medicine, but I still failed.
Oh, yeah, because he was like he was in the war or
Yeah,
something,
true.
wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's just, or you can try first aid if you're better at that. I don't really care, but
I fail either way.
no, he seems to be like as you touch him, he's breathing. He just seems to be paralyzed.
Oh boy. I'm going to help you later. This is a terrible thing, that's right.
Does it look like he can see anything?
Make a medicine check.
Oh yeah, base medicine. Here we come.
John rolls a
This
1.
thing is an
No.
incapacitator. Then this is the greatest thing since bread.
It's
Just
hard to
don't
tell.
stand in front
You
of it.
no, get rid of it eventually, okay? I'm not having this conversation right now. I see. Let's just finish
So
this,
be
and
it.
we can talk about getting rid of it.
So be it.
How long would it
Regardless.
take to try and sketch out that beautiful moment?
You can try it when you're done here if you want. It might take a little longer than you
Okay.
want to spend on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Regardless. Grab his
Yeah.
check.
Like
Grab
one of his
jacket
arms
and-
is like kind of curled up, like one of his hands is like clenched around his shotgun, like you can't pry his fingers off of it. Like he just seems to be frozen,
Huh.
except for the twitching.
How long do you
Yeah.
think he's gonna stay like this?
I'm
Long
gonna put the guns away from him though.
You
I'm
can't
gonna-
pry his fingers. It's like locked in place. Unless you were gonna chop his fingers off, you can't get his fingers off of the shotgun.
We're gonna tie them up with whatever.
Can I get the ammo out of the shotgun?
You can get the ammo off his belt.
Yeah, but can I get the ammo out of the shotgun?
Yeah,
I think
you
guns
could.
are like that. I think you,
You
can
could.
eject around
Yeah,
from a gun.
you could.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
pump it 6 times until there's no more ammo.
Just want to
the
take
shotgun.
all of his ammo so that we can be sure he's not going to shoot us in the back.
John, give me the ammo. Give me ammo.
Okay.
How
But
many
I wanna
bullets
keep
is this,
the
Jake?
pistol rounds.
What did you say, Cody?
How many bullets?
For the new shotgun, you have a total of 12.
Nice.
How
The
many
way
pistol
the way
rounds can I get
shots
off
work
this
in this
guy?
game is if you need more than 3, you're already dead. So
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
How many pistol rounds do I get off this guy?
Between the two guys, you're able to add 20 more pistol rounds. So,
Okay, I'll take 10 and I'll let Dimitri take the other 10.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
So, now that you have incapacitated this guard, what would you like to do?
Okay.
I'm going to give John the coat and hat
Okay,
that this new guy's wearing, just so we have 2 with it.
sure.
Wait, Jen, how stealthy are you? Would you say?
Not.
Okay, so I should have that because I'm the second best at sneaking.
Yeah, but you're a big. But he's got the frame better.
I
He's got
look
the
like a
frame-
guard.
Yeah.
What is not like a guard?
Aren't
about
you like a
me?
little imposing guy? Like you're imposing, right?
I'm a tiny guy.
Dimitri's actually pretty small.
Yeah.
I'm very charming.
Yeah. And remember, You were put in here earlier today.
Well, it is a good point.
Yeah, so it'd look very weird if you were in a guard outfit. Whereas if you get spotted normally, you can just act like a confused idiot who got lost.
Which we're not going to, because we're going to try and go back to that there library.
Yes.
Alright.
Or at least anywhere we can find with a vent.
Right. So, we're playing it cool here on out.
Just like
And-
you always do.
Put that sword away.
I shall sheath my broadsword.
Where do you... like, you don't just have, like, a Looney Tunes pocket for that thing, do you? Like, where do you keep
Nope.
that?
On my belt.
He's just carrying around a broadsword.
I have sheath for it on my belt, I assume.
This-
Either that or I just shove it down my pants. I don't really care.
That's a joke I choose not to make. Alright. So, I'm going to peek around the corner
Hey,
and
my
see if this next section... Well, no, there's a door now, isn't there?
There is a door back here, yeah.
my highest stat is my apparel.
Well, first I'm going to look around to see if there's any like vents, like or any like outside vent kind of thing.
Vents that go to the
There
basement.
is a vent behind you guys in the corridor that you just walked past.
Does it look like it goes down?
It goes down. Yeah, there's a part going down, part going up.
Wait,
Kinda
there's
like
a corridor
curved.
going down and a corridor going up?
No, a ventilation
vent.
system.
Okay, I was very confused. Okay. Back on track.
I'm gonna jimmy this out
How
of
is
the
it attached
way
to the
and see
wall?
how long the fall is.
So it's not like a grate that you can pull aside. It's like a sealed off, like metal vent that goes from the side of the building to it kind of like curves into the side of the building and then it curves down into the ground.
Okay, but what's covering it?
No, nothing. It's just a completely sealed metal ventilation thing that goes from the top of the building to the bottom of the building. Over here.
Okay, so
Okay,
we
You've
just
not
find a
looked-
metal
okay,
box.
I got
You've
it,
not
I
looked
got
in the back of the building yet.
Okay.
You're just looking on the side where you've already been.
Okay, so there's like an outside vent thing. that's
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
Like,
It's
goes
sealed
from
off.
us
It's
to
sealed
the
off so
vent.
the elements can't
Okay.
get to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
outside vent thing leading that could lead inside, right?
Yeah, it's definitely. There's definitely. It is attached to the inside of the building for sure.
We could definitely smash it open.
Okay, so
Nah,
what do we
choose
But
think
that
about
seems
going
like
in
a
the
poor
ventilation
plan.
system?
As
I'm
it's going
gonna-
to be very loud.
It would be very loud.
Yeah,
Regardless,
that's a good
shotgun,
point.
broadsword against metal, all of it makes noise.
Yeah,
Is there
I
just
don't have
anything
my
against
knife.
metal noise?
A little bit quieter.
If we had a right saw, we could, but I don't have that saw.
Saw would still be loud, but yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
All right.
cutting was loud.
Yeah, there's no stealth
Or
metal
just-
cutting.
Just to
Peek
make sure
inside.
the mind's eye's in the right spot. Are we inside or outside?
You're outside.
The building.
Outside the building.
Okay, thank you.
And
You're-
there's just a ventilation thing that couldn't fit inside the building going up the outside.
Yeah, it's just tubing on the outside of the building, like you commonly see in like newer construction,
Yeah.
in like
Yeah.
a suburban area.
I get what we're looking
Okay.
at. I get what we're looking at. Okay. All right. So I'm going to.
So there's no one left on the loading dock, right?
No,
we can see?
no, there's nobody left on the loading dock that you can
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
let's
going to
sneak over there.
return to what position he was at,
Okay.
and like take a look around. If he's right outside the door, right? Like
He
I
was
mean,
right outside the door. So looking over at the door, this door is you do find a set of keys in your pocket. This door is a green metal door with a single observation window through it. It appears to lead into an area that almost looks like a it looks like what do you call them? Like a locker for the guards. This first area on the other side of the door.
Hmm.
There's like some there's some lockers in the general area, a few sitting places. Looking over the loading dock over here, you see that there's a few crates around a truck that seems to be getting loaded up for a shipment out tomorrow.
Are the
Shipment
crates labeled with
out.
anything?
You're gonna go look at the crates?
Yeah, we're gonna
I would
look.
like to go
I'm
look
dressed
at
up
the
like
crates.
a guard. It'll probably be fine.
Oh yeah, maybe it's best that
Double
John
check
go
just to
first.
make sure
I'm
there's
just
no
gonna stare
guards.
at everyone that's.
There's
in the
just the
guard
guards on the
outfit.
roof.
Can we see them from our angle?
Every once in a while as they walk around, but yeah,
I mean,
not too
we-
consistently. Yeah.
I mean, as long as they
Keep
don't.
your hat low.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to be standing in one spot, so. And if we get yelled at, we're just gonna say we were curious. All right, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide while I watch those.
Okay,
two
so
look
Dimitri
at
kind of
stuff.
like hangs back a bit while you two go and look
Yeah.
over at the shipping containers.
looks
Yeah.
at guard uniform. Got to get myself one of those.
So looking over the shipping containers, they are largely labeled to be heading out to towns that like the names don't necessarily mean anything to you guys, but one town name looks
Weirdham
familiar. You'll see one of the boxes is sent to Weirdham Lake. And these are bolted shut. Like there are gigantic ass nails drilled through the sides of the containers.
Not allowed to look.
It's not like some crates where you just pop off the top. Like these are,
Yeah.
it's heavy duty sealed down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put an ear up to it, give it a couple knocks, see if it has a false bottom or if I can tell anything about this.
Make a listen check.
Does it
Is listen a
scream
thing?
when he knocks?
Listen is a thing.
Yes, it is a thing.
Oh.
That is something I
can-
remember because it is a skill that lots of other games don't have.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
good at listening. I don't know if you are.
What is the base listening?
20.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Just roll well.
Yeah.
It didn't roll well.
Wait, what's that BR?
I don't know. You added some stuff. It shouldn't matter too much. 'Cause
Yeah,
didn't
it
roll
actually you just rolled a 50. That's what happened.
well.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So
No,
I guess
you
I
knock
got
on it and no, nothing
No, it's just a box.
stands out to you.
It's a box. All right. All right. This is something to look into the next day. On our way out.
Or after
If we
you've
got
murdered
the-
all the guards, yeah.
We didn't murder anyone. Okay, that one guy Mo
They're
definitely killed.
unconscious.
Yeah. No.
We just don't know if one of them's going to get up again.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
mean, if he stays like that, it means he can't rat us out.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing?
I think we're going to open the door into the guards area. Make sure there's no one in there at the minute, and just saunter on in.
Okay. So, as you saunter.
Saunter. Thank you.
So, it's as you peek through, you don't see any guards in this immediate area directly in front of you. You open the door, head inside. You hear voices coming from. So this room is a relatively small room, maybe 15 feet around, square shaped, relatively low ceilings. There's a few lockers in here, a small sitting area where it looks like people can get some coffee. Further up, you hear voices coming from up a hallway, which seems to be the only way out of this room.
Okay, so there's no vent in this room.
Make a spot hidden check.
98.
No vent in this room.
You're 100% sure there's just absolutely nothing in that room.
What even are lockers?
All right.
Are any of the lockers unlocked?
Only empty ones are unlocked.
Oh, darn.
All right. All right. Think.
Does my outfit have a name tag?
No, it's not like, hi, my name is Gary the Guard.
I'd like to find Gary the guard's locker. Learn
Alright.
about
Wait,
his
so this is the
family so I
locker
can
room,
more
right?
actively role play
Yeah.
him.
Or is there like another door to like a different room?
No, there's
or
a
is it just,
hallway.
like,
There's a hallway leading out of this room.
Should we continue through the door?
There's
Yeah, I
people
suppose
out
we
there.
should go back and get Dimitri so we can come in here.
You get Dimitri, you bring him inside.
And then I say that.
Okay. So
I'm
there's people in the
I'm
next
going
room.
to.
Yes.
Can I
Right,
listen to
but
what they're
you
saying?
have the guard uniforms, so worst case scenario, they look at you a little bit, say, "Hey, you're not you," and then you get to beat them up.
All right. Can I listen to what they're saying in the
It'll
hallway?
only work so many
Make a
times.
listen check.
I pass.
Okay. So, as you're listening in on this conversation, it seems to be a guard and a nurse talking back and forth. And the guard says, well, first you hear the nurse say, "No, that doesn't make any sense. This medication won't do anything for that patient." And the guard says, "Look, it's just what Dr. Glasgow said to do. Just doing my job." And then you hear footsteps leading away. And you hear some sort of door open. And you hear footsteps going up the hall away from you, too.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so it sounds like
take a
they
peek
left just
outside.
outside the door.
Yep, so looking out just outside the door, this seems to be the back area of the first floor.
Alright.
And you can see the rows of inmates now that you had been walking through earlier today. Further on up, like if you look real careful through the dim light, you can see the nurse's station, which has bright lights on inside of it, the library, and the staircase heading to the second floor.
We see the
Okay.
library?
Is the library lit up?
No, library's dark.
Okay.
Alright.
And is that past the nursing station?
Yep, that's just past the nursing station.
Oh darn.
I don't want to use it again.
Yes,
If
we
it-
would like
if it
to
even-
avoid it if possible.
If it even works.
Right.
It could roll a 6 and do nothing again.
Yeah.
Or it
Like,
could
and
be
who
that
knows?
the
It might
six only
it might have
happens if
6
you save it.
options. 2 of them being it
Actually,
doesn't work.
I want to say, Mo, look, okay, that rock thing, it helped us, right? It's probably just the same amount of chance it blows up.
I mean, so far we've tried it 3 times. It seems fine.
Look, I say we just call it quits, okay?
I feel like we
Last
should
resort
just...
is a last resort.
Yeah.
That's all, Dimitri.
It
The
should
last
stay
resort
as
is
a
a last
last
resort.
resort. We
Like,
try
it was-
that because apparently it's quiet, and if that fails, you've got a new shotgun.
Look, we're going to have to go through these holes whether or not we like it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is the only
Do
way
we have a
past
plan
the
for it?
is the only way past the desk? Is it possible that do I believe it might be possible that there might be a loop around in which I can get there, or is it just past this desk?
There might be a loop around, but you're not sure.
Alright.
It'll be faster to just go through. We won't have to worry about as many guards.
The only problem here is that I cannot actually come with you if we were going to go straight through the hallway.
Just gotta move quick and quiet.
What do you mean? They'll definitely see me. It's a hallway. I can't hide.
I mean, they're in their room. Just gotta, like, not let them see you.
Yes, unless one guard decides to go in the hallway and see me doing a poor attempt of sneaking
Alright.
without any cover.
We're going to attempt a long way around. Worst case scenario, find a different room and or an actual entrance to where we need to go.
Or some other guards.
In that case, I think the plan speaks for itself. At this
So what do
point,
I do?
we're
Just follow
assaulting
you
too
guys
many people.
around or stay here? Because
We're gonna
right
want you to
now,
s- we're
I've
gonna want
broken
you to
into this
sleep
place
behind
and I
us.
have a gun.
Remember, we want to try and get you back to your cell. Isn't that right,
Yeah.
Dominic?
Okay, so I'm gonna put this gun away.
All right.
Shoves gun in pants.
I'm gonna
Looney
keep the
Tunes pocket.
pistol though.
Keep it out.
Just
No, keep it concealed.
So, okay. Okay.
are there any inside the guard room? Were there any extra supplies like a
Wait,
handcuff
wait, wait.
or something?
Like a what? Handcuffs?
Like a-
No, not out
No?
on display over here, no.
Okay.
What if they're not expecting a patient to be moved?
We're
We
not
can just say
moving
the
you.
doctor
Bringing you
ordered
back
it
to your
because
cell.
apparently the doctor's asking for weird things, so we can just say the doctor wanted you.
You're due for that new medication.
Okay, and
There
what
we
happens
go.
if they say, okay, then they give him the medication, okay? Do you help me or do you just leave?
We use that as a good chance to hit them.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just trying to check I don't get whatever this medication is. Because if
Okay.
that happens, I will try to fight them.
I
We
know you
know.
will.
Because you're a patient and you don't want that.
No,
You're a
because I'm a
very
man with a
impatient.
gun and I will shoot them.
You're not. Don't. Dimitri, we've gotten this far without doing that and reviewed the rock once. So let's
Well,
not
look, I'm
kill
saying,
anyone tonight if we can
this is
help it.
this is if they're about to give me medication. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Then take it like a freaking man.
I am not taking that, so you can do that.
Just hide it
If
under
that's
your tongue
how
or
you think.
something.
I'm having you know I'm
Whatever.
not taking it.
Whatever. Alright. I'm going to um stand behind Dimitri, put one of his arms behind his back so you can keep the pistol in your hand and they don't see it as well because there's two of us obscuring it.
Okay.
Or something else that I would prefer you hit them over the head with.
He'll hit them with a
Okay.
bullet.
That's
It's
That's
one way
fair.
of knocking someone out.
that's
The
fair.
human body is a very effective suppressor.
Yeah.
It stops the bullet very
Do
quickly.
people know about that?
Suppressors? Yeah, there's experimental suppressors.
Yeah.
So would
We
I know
certainly
that
don't know.
like if I put a gun right next to someone and then pull the trigger, it's quieter?
I mean, it's the human body's not that good of a suppressor.
Darn.
Yeah.
What if I get like two people, put them together?
You'll have to experiment with it.
Darn.
Yeah, no, we're not shooting anyone today. Anyway, I'm
Not
going
all
You
we
mean
have
to.
we're
is
going
just
to
your
attempt to
friends.
not shoot anyone today, mess up, and then have to start shooting
I would
people?
prefer if we're gonna shoot anyone, let's wait till the basement.
Which
Yeah.
will then end in me getting shot 4 times again.
Come on, you have the most health of the
Oh wait,
party.
no, it
You'll
was
be
only
fine.
3 times. It was 3 times, and then I was bleeding out. So yeah.
Okay, can we continue now? Like,
I don't
Yes,
know, can
absolutely.
we?
yes, we can. We are going
Okay.
to. So me and John are going to flank Dimitri, and we're going to see if we can find a long way around.
Okay, so you make a right. Sorry, would you like to go right or left? So there's two ways. There's like 3 sets of hallway. So there's this middle one that you're in right now, which leads to the library, left and to the right.
All right. Which way can I summarize would lead to the middle plaza area?
They all potentially could. You've never been up or down any of these halls.
All right. Left is odd. We will go to the right.
Okay, you circle about the right of the passage, coming through here, peering. If you look at any of the cells,
We do.
the inmates seem more awake now than less subdued than when you visited during the daytime, and they're intently watching you as you walk up the hallway. You can feel their eyes glued to the back of your neck as you move past any of the cells.
Ooh.
As your footsteps echo through the silence around you, you come up to the next kind of section of hallway, and looking across from here, there's kind of like a break in the cells that you can get across through. You would still have to go past the nursing station walking across, but you're not walking directly in front of it. You'd be walking to the side of it.
Okay. Seems better.
It is.
Huh.
All right. I'm better taking this option than anyone else, but
Yeah.
I would like to move silently in a sense so that there's just that little less of a chance to be talked to. If I'm noticed, that's fine. but if I'm
Wait.
talked
Do I
to,
need
that's fine.
2 of you to stay behind with me?
Yeah, we're just trying to walk quietly.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Cody, this is the situation right now. Me and John are flanking you. Your hands are behind your back on whatever weapon you choose to have behind your
Right.
back, and you are a inmate who escaped their cell. We are
Well,
bringing
no,
you back
I
to
already
it.
said I dropped my shotgun because it's too big. I need a small gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Regardless. So now, All right.
Cody, did you bring the
well,
Thompson with you?
No. I said last session I left it there.
Okay.
That even that's a level of stupid even Dimitri doesn't
Well,
cross.
I don't know. I had to ask.
Thompson
Yeah, I know
stays
it's
at
a
the
problem that you
hotel.
have to ask here. Did you bring your Thompson to the stealth mission? Sadly, I did not.
I brought my GTA arsenal.
So, you're walking past
Call
the
that
nursing station. Go
RPG.
ahead and make a stealth check.
All of us?
us?
No, just Seth,
Okay.
because he was the one that said
I'm
he was
pretty
trying
good
not
at
to be
stealth.
noticed.
I'm not.
well, I'm less not trying to be seen than more of just being quiet so I don't get her ire. I just want to make that.
Okay, so make a stealth check.
We're good.
It all sounds like stealth to me. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So as you quickly and quietly walk past the nursing station, peering inside, it actually appears to be empty right now.
Oh joy.
Hey, all the better.
Which means that the nurses are out and about.
All right.
Funnily
And-
enough, this game really feels like it has both more and less options than D&D.
Yeah, right.
Mm. Yeah. All right. well,
Psychoanalysis, but no deception. Okay, so
yeah.
No
so,
investigation.
but
no
spot hidden.
Perception. Only spot hidden.
So you head over to the library door. You're gonna try to open it.
I do.
Okay, so rummaging around your keys a bit takes you a sec to find the right one, but sure enough, click, and the door slides open, permitting you
Go in.
into the padded library.
Shut
Okay, you
the
go in.
door. Lock it.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Well,
Is
the
there
door
anybody
doesn't
I
seem
can
to.
see in the library.
The library is completely empty right now. The door doesn't
Okay.
seem to lock from the inside.
All right.
Yeah. You don't need patients breaking in here and then locking themselves in.
God.
Yeah,
Very
I-
convenient.
I mean, I would hope they would have more than one key, but whatever. I'll close the door. There's like padded chairs in here, right?
Yep.
Could I like prop the chair against the door?
The door opens outward into the hallway rather than inward into the room.
Darn, they've thought of everything.
Oh
We've
my
thought
god,
of
it's like a real
everything,
insane
guys.
asylum. They're really trying to keep people in here.
It's like a bandit's worst nightmare. Dang.
Ooh. I don't know.
All right. So now that we're set here. All right.
Wait, guys, I have an idea.
What? Yes.
Never mind.
No, if you got an idea, go ahead. Like even if it's dumb, let's just hear it.
Well, it was a good idea, but the hinge is on the outside.
Yeah.
So what do
you're
we
right.
do
Because the
from
door
here?
opens out. We're going
Well-
to try and get in that vent.
There is a large vent on the other end of the room.
We're gonna
Who wants to get in the vent?
creep over. I will attempt skeleton key, but since I know that's not gonna work,
No,
I'll
it's-
just
I say
it's-
actually go in there with
It's
Mo,
not
okay?
locked. It's drilled into the wall.
I
right.
say I go in with Mo because if there's one guard here, it doesn't seem too bad. If there's only one guard with
Just
one
gonna-
patient just sitting here, that could look bad.
I'm just gonna start. I assume that part of my thieves' tool would be some sort of like screwdriver or bolt driver kind of thing.
I'll allow it.
Okay. So I'm just going to slowly try to crank out that bolt.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
All right.
I'm going to get by the door so I can be prepared to wall up anything that comes in.
Just like
Bluntly.
just like the 60-year-old nurse turns the corner.
I'm gonna push this.
If it becomes necessary, I will
That-
use my sacrificial dagger.
Set.
It works. Okay. So you do manage to quietly get the bolts off of the vent, pulling it off. It's about it'd be a tight squeeze for you guys, but it's doable. Looking through it, it kind of like curves. It's not like a hard, sharp angle.
I could not do that in real life because I would worry I'd just get stuck.
Darn, even with my size 50, I can't fit.
But no, you can fit. But it's not a sharp angle, but when it turns downwards, but there is a curve to it as it goes downwards.
It's a good thing Matthew wasn't here. He wouldn't be able to fit.
Thick boy.
Now,
I'm going to um
Ah.
kind of like scooch forward on my on my back towards it, and kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
also gonna come in there with him.
okay. John, are you
going
also
straight.
going?
I'm going to wait for them to go, and then I'm going to move.
Okay.
All right,
So
and
I
I'm
can be
gonna
sure nobody comes in, like, as we all slide down and sees us
kind of
going.
army crawl backwards and start wedging myself like against the sides of the vent, and slowly ease my way down. Like, yeah.
Okay. So you begin
Oh,
to.
and I'm gonna whisper up to John. Um, make sure you put the thing back into place. I don't.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might stay. It might not.
Okay. So you begin to all shimmy your way down the ventilation system. Um, Mo, as you're the first one to do this, and it kind of lowers you down into the initial space that you're looking over seems to be into a hallway. You can't get a good view. There's kind of like a middle post in the middle. It's a circular room with glass windows and a single door at the back of it. There's a hallway from the direction you're looking into this room. It seems to be kind of like an intersection. There's a hallway straight. There's a hallway to your left, right, and you presume probably one behind you, but you can't see at the angle that the vent is at. This area of the asylum seems to be much less well kept, and if anything, it seems like it was hastily thrown together. There's chipped stonework down here. The floor seems to be shoddy in places. Most of the paint is chipped and is kind of like this gross grayish brown worn down color at this point. The lighting flickers and is dim. You think you see a rat scutter off into the distance, and there's these every so often there's a pool of this black viscous water, and that's where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Oh yes.
We will be right back in 10 minutes. Yes, back to dying. Cody needs 1 second. Cody, you're supposed to be ready. What do you need a second for? I hear some serious adjustments happening in Cody's department, which is a shame.
Dad, is that you?
All right, Cody, we were live for that. All right, so
Oh yeah.
what are you doing now that you've lowered
Your
yourself down?
mom.
There is another vent directly in front of you, just so you're aware.
Right.
Like you've lowered yourself down
I'm
from the
gonna-
top
I'm
vent
gonna
to
tap
another
Mo
vent
on
down
the
here.
shoulder and say, I'm going to tell John about this.
I thought John was coming down too.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought he was sitting
Yes,
there
I'm
looking
going
at
to
his heart.
grab the vent and
Yep.
kind of pull it over the thing
Yep.
as I go down.
You're all kind of now
Yeah.
wedged into this little itty bitty space, and like John is still like halfway up to the first one
You just
because
see
of
his
how
little
you're all
toes
positioned.
sticking out.
Yeah.
See his little toes sticking out.
Yeah, John's kind of like having to like brace himself against the wall to stop himself from just sliding and knocking everybody else into the vent below him.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think this is our stop. Like,
Campaign over,
Dude.
this is where we stop.
I mean, honestly, sure, why not? But nah, not today. Not
Battle
today.
Royale!
I mean, I think we all know who wins.
Whose character lives in the insane asylum from now on?
I have the rock. I win.
So,
Yes, and I have a broad.
Regardless, I'm going to. Right, I would have to make a whole lot of noise to kick the vent open.
yes. That
Yeah,
would
can
be
I just
loud.
realize-
Is there like nails or anything I can see?
Yeah, but they're on the outside of the vent. You can't like fit your hand like through. In
Folk.
Yeah. I thought this through to this part. I forgot.
Honestly,
the
honestly,
after.
we're doing pretty good. Okay?
They were
We just
like,
got
we
out.
like.
Proud. Here
I
we
think
go.
we're gonna continue in the vent to look for a spot in which we could certainly either where we could do something. I would like to continue into the vents, or is this where it ends? I forgot.
No, it does kind of. There is, so this is like just where you can see. The vent does continue off to your right.
We will continue off to that right.
Okay, so as you begin crawling through the vent off to the right, you're passing through these very closed, tight spaces, and you can't see. You can't really see light in front of you for one thing. It's completely dark in here. For another thing, the last of the light was coming from behind you, and it's just very, very uncomfortable for a long time, and makes you start to feel fairly claustrophobic as you're digging your way through this space.
Mm-hmm.
Moving further up, it branches off to the left at this point after you've been crawling for quite some time, and it also goes up. So left or up?
I
Stay
mean, we
here a
just
minute.
came from up, so I guess left.
Okay.
No, stay
Right,
here
that
a
seem
minute.
reasonable.
I would like to climb up for about a minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, so as you
A minute.
begin climbing up, peering through, you see yourself looking into one of the patient's rooms. Like you can see their feet hanging off the edge of their bed as you pull yourself up to this point.
I will shimmy me back down. Like this isn't worth.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
And we will continue to the left.
Okay, so as you continue kind of keeping to the left and turning around this corridor, you now see yourself. You see there's kind of like you seem to be coming to like this main area where a bunch of different ducts converge. It's a slightly larger space, not large enough for you to like stand up in, but like there's more space. There's more space horizontally over here. As you can see, dozens of different vents all kind of come together in this one spot. And peering through the duct at the end of it, you can see you're looking down onto some type of room. There's some sort of laboratory equipment here. There's a large machine filled with some sort of liquid, which has several levers attached to it. Looking around a little bit more, there's electrical wires heading from the machine out to this machine, which is connected to the ventilation system. At the far side of the room, where it seems to be quite dimly lit, there is a large tank filled with some sort of water, but you can't see what's inside of it.
Do I see or hear anyone?
Not right now. The room seems to be off.
As in it's dark?
Yes.
And
Alright.
quiet.
Yep.
And we'd
Alright.
have to kick the vent out again, wouldn't we?
Unless you're gonna like try to pry open the sides of the vent and then reach your hand around and unscrew it.
That would be what I would try to do.
Is that any quieter?
It could be if you roll a stealth check. You can actually roll a stealth check for that. You can't roll a stealth check for jumping on top of a metal grate until it pops out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Why not? What if I'm
Slam.
stealthily?
Slam.
What if I'm stealthily hitting
I need to be
metal?
quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, I will attempt to quietly pry this off the
Go for it.
bolts. That is a half.
It's half. Alright, that's what you needed. You needed
Wait, locksmith? Yeah, stealth. Yeah, half.
stealth, yes. It's half of
Wait.
stealth.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry.
It's not half of stealth?
It is not half the stealth. I have a 70. My math is wrong.
You could spend 3 luck points and make it a half.
That's my question.
I have 10. I don't want to do that.
Are you
Also
sure?
true. You might want to do it. Being loud right now would
Sure,
be real
I
bad.
will.
It's
Sure,
only
I will
3
pay
luck.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 3 luck.
3
but
luck to
I
live
needed,
another
remember, I
day's
needed
worth.
10 last time, so
Yeah.
All right. I will spend 3 luck to make that a 35, which is half.
Okay. So as you take your knife and you kind of pry apart the bars, you slip your hand just enough of your hand to get through, and you quietly with both your
Holy
hands,
shit, he
as
did it?
soon as you
No.
unscrew one, you catch the screw in the other, so it doesn't hit the ground and make a sound.
Yep.
You then proceed to remove the vent. You kind of slide it over to the side of the area that you're in right now.
My goodness, he's a
And
sneaky boy.
it's about a 10-foot drop down, but you could drop into the room.
I do so.
I want to cowabunga in as well.
Okay. So,
But the manner that I do it will not be at all like a cowabunga.
okay. So you lower yourselves down into this room. Looking around, there's various medical supplies, scalpels, just different equipment that doctors might use scattered across the tables in here. There's also electrical repair supplies leading over to this main machine in the middle of the room that seems to be attached to the vents.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Okay.
I want to look at the big tub of water.
So as you look at the big tub of water, looking inside of it, you're looking through like this thick, brackish water. Make a spot hidden check.
Some things about the jump scare you, I swear.
Okay. So as you're kind of like looking through the water, you get fixated on like, you think you see this shape off in the back of it. The tank seems to be recessed into the wall. And you're not at all expecting for your vision to pan over to this strange, mutated creature
It's
in
jump
the
scare.
middle of the tank. This
Hmm.
thing appears octopus-like at first, but it has these...
Uh-oh, I've watched enough anime to know where this is going.
Shut up.
But it has this thick, bulbous, semi-translucent, blood-filled body that almost reminds you of a tick. Its maw is this spiraling, toothed monstrosity that just seems to sink into an ever extending ether, and its back has these long, strange spines coming off of it, with several yellow eyes scattered across the top of its body. It's not massive, but it's fairly large at about 4 feet across. And as you look at this creature, John, would you please roll a sanity check?
Yeah, I saw that coming.
John, no.
Who's ready to smash a tank?
Oh,
Pass.
Ooh,
wow.
okay. So you stay your hand as you see this creature, because I was going to have you punch this tank. And as looking at it now, it's not quite as scary because you can see that it is restrained.
I mean, it's in a big glass tube.
No, but like even inside of the tube, it is restrained.
Ooh.
Like it's being held in place by these electrical wires, which tracing it run out of the tank and over to the machine that Mo has.
I'm just saying, our plan
Yeah,
hasn't
I'm-
actually
I'm
been
looking
good.
at this
We've
thing
just
all
been
over.
rolling well.
Can I get an
Okay,
idea
well-
of what it does?
This isn't Katie.
This isn't Katie. Very good.
Very good, John.
To get an idea of
My
what
education's a 70.
to get an idea of what this does, go ahead and make a. So
Fair.
it's two different things. So
Okay.
you can either
Can
figure
I
out.
make a Cthulhu check?
Okay, you're not looking at the creature in the tank. You can if John calls
I'm
you over.
still in the vent. Wait, I'm
No,
confused.
you're
I
not
thought I
in the
went-
vent. You're in the room, but you're not looking at the creature
Yeah.
in the tank.
Oh, I'm just kind of in the room.
You can
Just
look
I'm
at it.
playing
I
guard,
understand.
man. Just play
Okay.
guard.
You
for me.
can look at the creature in the tank if you
Right, but
want
I don't
to.
know that it exists.
You
right
don't know
now,
that
so-
it exists right now.
yeah.
John's the only one that knows that it exists right now.
Yeah.
Mo, there's two different things you can learn from this. Either you can learn how it works with an electrical engineering check, or you can learn what it does with a science check. Those are two different things.
I like repair. I'm not a good science guy.
Okay, go ahead and make an electrical engineering check.
None of us are sciencey.
Yep.
Uh,
Science person is no longer here.
Oh. God, he just took all the smart things
Yes.
and was just big.
He's like, I went to college and I punched stuff. I went to college on a boxing scholarship.
Alright. I pushed it and got that pass.
Well, how are you pushing it? Like, so
Can
this
you
is
push a sign?
this is a
What?
roll. Like, you need a reason for how you're pushing something.
How
are you
I'll
pushing?
Stick your
take out one
hands
of my,
in the
I'll take out
water.
a little bit of my thieves tool and I'll like remove a panel on it just to see if I can ascertain whatever it is you said last time. Like I'll look deeper into the machine physically.
Okay.
How it works is what you're currently rolling for, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, you're rolling for how it works. So,
Yes.
it seems to pump electrical circuits, electrical pulses through this water. But then what doesn't quite make you get that part of it, like you get like it's moving electricity, moving high voltages of electricity.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't really get where it goes looking up as it's attached to the vent. Like, you don't really get what the purpose of it is. But you understand that it's pumping electricity.
Can I make a Cthulhu check on the octopus?
Yeah, so you can make a Cthulhu Mythos check.
Okay.
Pass.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
I'll spend
Wow.
2 luck to make that a half pass, because
Ooh.
that's gonna do something, right?
Yeah, that'll do something. Okay.
Did we get a full refresh on luck? Or
No, I
where
let
would
you
we-
roll for luck. You roll a d4 for luck.
Okay.
When I tell you,
So
you can
I'm
roll a d4 for luck.
Assuming I'm on that 6.
Okay, so,
Okay, then I probably only have 1 luck point.
John, in your limited research into Mythos, since your time here, you have heard stories of these. You've read, more specifically in your book, in the books that you've read recently in Katie's research, that when great creatures arrive, and it kind of makes sense from what you remember from school, when great creatures, when there's a massive, like, predator, there's usually parasites that follow in its wake. And this star vampire is no exception. It feeds off of electrical energy and life forces by usually draining blood and power from those that it attacks. It also, when it's not filled with blood, as you currently see, has the ability to turn invisible, but it seems to be restrained from completing that process at the moment. It can also fly, and it doesn't particularly like being restrained in water.
So do not fight it, because it is both
Don't let
angry
it
and
out.
can kill us all.
And I don't know how to kill it.
John's just like the
They're
crusade knows
fairly
no bounds.
incorporeal. They're not quite like the bugs you fought, so you get the idea that you might be able to deal some damage to it in a one-on-one fight. But directly fighting a creature like this seems to not be a fantastic idea.
We do a lot of things that's not a fantastic idea, though.
Can I draw a picture of it?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a drawing check, and I will let you roll with advantage. So you can roll twice and take the lower roll.
I feel like if John's making a book, I'd be like, John, what are you looking at?
52.
Okay.
Which is a pass.
You get a good picture of it. Like, you didn't need a hard success on this one. You're able to write down what you were looking at pretty easily. John, Dimitri.
I don't want to see it.
John, Dimitri comes over and asks you what you were looking at. Are you going to tell him?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point at it in the fish tank and say, there's a vampire.
A vampire.
Yes,
who, what
in the
now?
fish tank. See
Who,
it?
what now?
Should I look at it, or...?
I mean, it's kind of creepy, but it's not any worse than what we've seen before.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at it.
So, Dimitri, you see this horrifying creature from the realms of the deep cosmos with this strange, bulbous, blood-filled body, these tentacles reaching off to the sides, this tooth-filled maw at the center of it, and these yellow spotted eyes across its top. Make a sanity check.
It's about time I failed one of these. Nope, but that
But
day
it's
is
not today.
Oh yeah, it's not scary at all. It's just a cute little thing.
I read about it in my book.
In your book? Oh yeah, how are your books? You've been reading quite a bit.
They're pretty good. I'm
What are
learning
they
lots
about?
of new things.
What are they about?
I just told you it talked about this thing.
And what does this thing do?
Sucks blood and, life energy in general.
Doesn't sound very good.
And for some reason, even though it looks like an octopus, it doesn't like water. So that's
Huh.
why they're keeping it in the water here.
Well, I say we keep going and leave this thing alone.
I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
Alright, boys, here's what I've figured out what this thing does. I got a feeling that it's some sort of, how to explain. If there's a person inside the vents, it completes the circuit. And if it completes the circuit, a signal is sent somewhere.
It's a transmitter.
Yeah. That's simply the words I'm not using.
Okay.
So do you mean it told people we were in the vents?
I mean, they want to make sure people stay in here. I can't be the first one to shimmy around in there.
I suppose. There are
The question
levers on the
is-
front, aren't there?
Are there?
Yeah, there are 3 levers across the front of it.
What do they do?
They seem to turn the machine on and off. It's currently off. And they seem to send
Turns
power
out-
to different parts of the buildings. Different parts of the building.
It's, oh, it's a breaker switch.
Yeah, it is a breaker switch.
Okay.
I thought you didn't want the big sciencey words, but there you are figuring it out yourself.
Yeah.
How educated is Mo?
Not very.
How intelligent is Mo?
Not very.
Okay.
His education and intelligence is 50 and 60 respectively.
So, slightly better than mine.
Yeah.
In intelligence, anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, I feel. Also, what's in that tank? Some sort of vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mojo stuff. I'm not dealing with that.
It's basically just it's a real
big tick
spooky
thing, right?
octopus.
Sounds more like a big tick, but sure. Wait. If it's a tick, what's it feed off of?
Same thing ticks feed off of.
So it's just a big regular tick?
That looks like an octopus.
Alright. Fair enough.
Here, I
Alright,
drew a
let's-
picture. I'd like to show him my picture that I drew.
It's a pretty spooky picture. You're not going to go insane from seeing a picture, but it's a pretty spooky picture.
Oh, that's what. Is that the nice thing about pictures? Is you can like study things without
Yes,
going insane.
exactly.
Okay.
Unless it's
Huh.
like really accurate.
Yes.
But
That's-
I haven't rolled a 1 to draw anything spooky yet.
I'm waiting for you to roll a 1 and then get a spell that'll allow you to actually animate the thing that you drew.
Oh God, no, please. I don't want to throw star vampires at my enemies.
Okay, so
Alright,
what are you guys
that's-
doing?
Certainly weird. Alright.
Well, I say we keep going.
We're in the belly of the beast now. So at this
As a-
point, we're looking for your friend or dying trying.
As a general thing, if that thing gets out, we're basically dead. But
So we
like,
won't let
maybe
it
try
get
and
out.
feed it some guards before it gets to you, and it might like sate its appetite, and it might leave you alone.
Okay.
Thanks for the word of warning. Now, I'm
Also,
gonna.
it can fly.
It can fly.
Good to know.
They fly now?
And it can move through small physical objects. Like it can move through anything that's not like too thick. It can turn in, as long as it's not filled with blood, it can turn incorporeal and move through it.
I'm too thick, and now this thing can't move through me.
Pretty much.
Would I know how fast it can fly?
It probably. What's your movement? John.
My movement
8?
is an 8.
It flies a bit faster than you can run.
Oh no.
Anyway,
So as I said, throw guards at it and try and buy time.
If it's full, it moves slower than you can walk.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Throw guards at it so that
Yep.
it's happy and leaves me alone.
Sounds about right.
Does there seem to
So-
be anything else interesting in this room?
Make a spot hidden check.
God, I need to stop asking this question. 95.
Nope.
Alright. I think we're set now.
All right, what are you
Okay.
guys doing?
We're not gonna
Uh,
turn that thing on. And
No.
I'm going to peek out. You said there were 2 doors, one that leads to the right and one to the left?
No, in this room there's just one door leading out from it. This seems to be towards the back of the facility.
This will be our new last resort. If we start to lose a gunfight, we run back here and we start flipping switches.
Sounds like a plan, honestly. Alright. I'm going to...
All of them on at the same time. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. I'm going to open the door and look outside.
Either we pop the octopus or the octopus pops everyone in the village.
So, you mean London? So,
Yeah.
looking to the right, there are guards up and down this hallway. Some seem to be doing rounds down these dilapidated kind of rows of cells. You can't get a good look at it. In the middle area, kind of over here, you can see one guard who appears to be in the process of cooking. On the far side, over to the left, you can see what appears to be some storage areas.
How many
There's a lot
guards
of
do we
storage
see?
areas in this place.
There's what?
Are these any
I'm gonna
different though? Are
go
these not
to the
lockers?
storage area.
So you're
I'm
heading
gonna
over to
sneak
the left?
to-
Well, lockers are different than, like, storage areas. So the first one is labeled pharmacy.
Ah,
Let's see.
So
If I glance out, how many guards do I see?
you see one kind of, like, fiddling with something on his uniform. He doesn't appear to be too particularly focused. There's another one doing rounds up and down the hallways of this area. And there's another one all the way at the end of the hall.
Okay, so
All
there's
right,
like
that's
3
4.
guards just like randomly split around.
Yeah, that you can see. There's another guard in the middle area cooking.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that's 5.
4 guards.
4.
4? Okay.
1 fiddling, 1 far away, 1 patrolling, and 1 cooking.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a confident slink over to the storage area.
Okay, as you walk over to the storage area and you look up this hallway to your right, there is another guard at the other side of it.
Is he
And-
making his rounds?
He is making his rounds. Yeah, he's currently walking away from you.
Alright. Slink in and go into the pharmacy door.
Okay. So what is John and Dimitri doing while Mo is slinking off?
Well, Mo's
Oh, dude,
stealthy,
what-
and
I
we
was
know
gonna-
that.
yeah, I was going to do what like we were doing before, and just kind of like waiting until he does something kind of funky, and then coming back and saying, "Okay, that was pretty funky. Let's keep going."
Okay, so you guys are just waiting in
Because at
place.
this point, that's what we're doing, so we might as well commit.
I would like to very thoroughly investigate the big mechanical device.
Yeah, are you going for a science check here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Go
This
ahead.
looks like nerd stuff to me, and it honestly just bores me. So I'm just going to sit here looking at a pistol.
Okay, I fail.
Okay. Yeah, you're not the science
I
type.
We're
wasn't
the- we're-
expecting
we're the
this
2
to be
useless
that
party
fun
members.
to look at it. Ooh, can I find any books?
Make a spot hidden check.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Nope.
Nope. No books seem to be lying out in this area. Mo, so you're slinking into the pharmacy. Here you can see various labeled drugs with different names that you have no idea like how to pronounce or even come close to because they're like in Latin, and that's not
Yeah.
something that interests you at all. There's a few
Yeah.
different low-lying shelves in here. There's like a counter space with a ledger in it. And looking around, yeah, what are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of this area?
I'm going to look for 2 things. A weird medicine that is newly developed and could be the one that was spoke of earlier,
Okay.
and a look in the ledger to see if I can find one Katie Holmes.
So let's start with the first one. Make a spot hidden check.
Mo may not be interested in these weird Latin words, but he sure is interested in what's in the bottles.
That is a hard pass.
Okay.
Can make some good money selling that. in the
Looking around,
series.
Mo, looking around, you find one bottle that is unlabeled with a kind of orangish, bluish, shifting colored liquid in it.
Interesting.
And then
I'll
looking
pocket.
through the ledger, takes you a moment flipping through it, but you flip to cell. You look through the names, and then you find cell C13, Katie Holmes. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. It is a short session, but some of us are tired and some of us have homework to do that we've put off.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe we'll actually be able to play next week because tonight was a shorter session. I know we need to work out our schedules. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And until I see you again, don't forget to have fun. And roll some dice. Thank you, Cody.
No problem.